さて続きいきましょう。砦の中で眠ることができんかったからこんな掘ったて小屋でしか寝れないとかひでえ話やでな。一日経ったら戻ってきてくれと言ってたわね。
Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
Janice, it has to work. We have no choice.
あ、おう、こっちか。
Now then.
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you too.
Well, it itches, and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place?
サルモールをスパイするつもりだったんでしょ？
Well, yes, but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil. And our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers. And I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate. I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them, but to observe only. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong.
いなくなってどれくらい経つの？
About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, and tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves.
マーカスから聞いたけどあなたには計画があるそうね。
Yes. Fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was
あ、
here.
エレンウェンっていたな。いたわ。それが計画とどう関わってくるの？
I need you to pose as an Imperial officer with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation. Legion prisoner transfer parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance of working. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence. If you have any other powers of persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two it will be enough for this to work.
エレンウェンからの移送命令については？
While searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to the men at the prison. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy, and they had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough, but if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating.
監獄はきっと厳重に警備されているでしょうね。
Yes, it certainly will be. And make no mistake, those Thalmor bastards are beyond brutal. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in
エラン
charge
ディルと
there.
エレンウェンがややこしい
If
な。
it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight, so you must be careful.
コルストが生きているなら必ず連れ帰るわ。
Thank you, friend. You know, Marcus seems to be quite impressed with you. And well, if he trusts you, then I trust you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck.
おお。将校の鎧を着ていかなきゃなんないな。穏便に解放するよう交渉するって書いてるな。バレリウスとマーカスはヘルゲンで再会を果たした。彼らはこれちゃうな。こっちか。バレリウスの話では彼の最も信頼できる兵士コルストを2週間前に新しいサルモール監獄の情報収集任務に送り出したが、彼は戻ってこなかったらしい。バレリウスは私が帝国軍の施設に変装してコルストをサルモール大使館に移送する命令書を持っていく計画を立て、2人の部下と付従された帝国軍士官の鎧を私によこした。 監獄はヘルゲンの南ニューグラド砦を抜けた先のシロディール国境にある。渡された鎧を着て監獄を調査すると。というわけで今回は帝国の服を着てるんですけど、どれやったっけ。帝国軍将校の鎧にすると。じゃあ行ってみましょう。はーい、到着。戦いにならん方がええやんな。ん
Who are you?
なんで
What do you
戦いやねん
want?
お前。ちょっと待ってくれよ。お前ええかも、このまま行こうか。大使館独房と1138番への囚人移送。これが命令よ。
What? We'll see about this. I haven't been notified of any such orders. I'll have to clear this with my superior. Wait here.
続いていけばええの。あ、こいつは服着てんねん。
My lord, there is an envoy here who appears to have orders for a prisoner transfer from Elenwen herself. What should I do?
This looks in order. But I'll handle this. Come with me. I'm sorry. I haven't been given any orders concerning any transfer. I'm not able to release the prisoner at this time.
威圧か。してみようか。
Or what?
Yeah,
You
but
think you
無駄やろ
can
な。
intimidate me? I'm a Thalmor Justicia, and
せや
I'm
な。
not intimidated easily.
大使館にはあなたの非協力的な態度を喜ばない人もいるでしょうね。
Do you take me for a fool? You don't think I can sniff out a spy when I see one?
あ、
We're going to have a lot of fun with you downstairs.
あ、ダメやった。皆殺しにするになって。残り15位。カウントまで入る。
もういいだって。
入った。
やってみなさい。
あと3人。あれ、こっちじゃねえな。こっちの下かな。お、拷問官。倒した。これな、キルムーブなんか妙に長いねんな、これな。あ、終わった。はい、全部終わりました。ちょうど目的のコルストか。
Please, get me down from here. Release the shackles. Thank you. Let me see if I can
あれ
walk.
どうやって平和的に終われるんやろ
So
うな。
dizzy.
いや頑張れよ。
So weak. Can't walk.
Sienna, he's not gonna make it if you don't help him. See what you can do.
はい、シエ
Hang
ナさん。
on, Forrest. I'll have you as good as
ヒーラーや
new
った
in
ん
a
や。
second.
じゃあうちも回復させようか。
Yes, that's much better now, Sienna. Thank you. Falco? Sienna? What are you doing here?
Valerius sent us to find you and bring you home. Did you think we would let you rot in here? No, not all of them. Our new friend here is quite a fighter.
Yes. Who is this with you? I've never seen her before.
A traveler, and a new friend of Marcus Janus. Of course, you won't believe it. Marcus is in Skyrim.
Marcus Janus in Skyrim? You must be drinking too much meat again, Falco.
No, it's true. And he's back in Helgen with Valerius.
Helgen? I bet Valerius never saw that one coming. Why is Marcus here?
I'm not sure, but something about rebuilding Helgen, I think. Of course, we can talk about that later. We need to go.
Yes, let's get out of here before any more of those Dalmor maggots show up.
Well, you can't travel like that. Is your gear around here anywhere?
Yes, I believe they put it in this chest over there. Let me see. Yes, there it is. That's much better. Perhaps our new friend here will lead the way. We will be right behind you.
連れてけってか。コルストの英語なんかすごい聞き取りやすいな。なんかちょっと試しにインチキしてスピーチクラフトを100にしました。これでいけるかな。
I haven't been given any orders
これ
concerning
でいい
any
や
tra-
つ。
Oh, what? You think you can intimidate me? Do you take me for a fool?
ダメか
You。don't think I can sniff out a spy when I see one? We're going to have a lot of
あ
fun
ースピー
with
チ
you
クラフトは関係
downstairs.
ないんやな。
誰かいるのか。
なんかあんのかな。まあええか。こうか。
My wife was always proud of who I was, but somehow I think she'd be
お前嫁さん怖いんか。
ashamed of me.
あなたの仲間を連れてきたわ。
Sure, Bones, I see
間に
now why
挟んでる
Marcus
けど。
has spoken so highly of you. Quite impressive. Now, let's see if we can find out what in the name of Akatosh is going on in that prison. Of course, thank the gods you're safe. But how in Oblivion were you even captured?
I don't know how they found me. It's like they knew exactly where I was hiding.
ほ
I
うそ
never
う。
had a chance to escape.
Well, thanks to our new friend, you're okay now. Tell me what you learned.
It's a prison, all right.
どの位置
And
が
it's
ええやん。
heavily guarded inside. Well, it was heavily
これ
guarded.
でええか。
There are none alive in there now. The commandant was never there that I could tell.
Did anyone mention where he was?
I overheard the guards joking about him getting soft in their embassy and spending too much time with some whore from the Tormas Tavern. But that's all I could hear them say.
Did you learn anything else?
Well, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I overheard the guard talking about how many prisoners were coming and going from the prison. And I noticed several new prisoners had probably get taken away while I was there, just like he said. And they were not tortured, beaten or starved either. I guess they saved all of that for me. And wait. Yes, one group had a family, a woman and a small child, but he was not old enough to fight. The guard was joking about raping the woman and selling the child to bandits as a slave. Could that be true? They are selling slaves?
Well now, that's certainly a lot to chew on. Excellent work, old friend. I'll check and see if any of my sources know about any of this. Thank you, Korst. You go get something to eat and some sleep. I need you well rested. Dismissed. You've done me a great service, friend. You saved his life, and for that I will never be able to repay you. Is there anything else you can add?
付け足すところ。いえ、それで全部よ。コルストの報告は正確だったわ。
Did you hear anything about slaves?
いえ、監獄は巨大だったけど、囚人はコルストしかいなかった。うん、いなかっ
That
た
is
な。
odd, isn't it? So it looks like the elves are up to no good. Huh. Where else to easily kidnap people than in Skyrim? All they have to say is that they're worshipping Talos. I'm sure many of these enforcers skulking about in Skyrim are under their command. I know you've had a long day, and I won't keep you. We'll let you know when we have anything new. But please, check in with Marcus as soon as you can. Thank you again, my friend.
おう結構あれやな。ヘルゲンの復興まで始まるまで時間かかるん
You're
か
the
な。
Archmage of the College of Winterhold. Can I help you, friend?
バレリウスから聞いたけど私に会いたがっているそうね。
I praise the nine you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices. Valerius and I have spoken at length about this, and we value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the two main gates. There is no possible way the laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not
な
able
る
to
ほど、
do so
リクルー
safely.
トしてこいと。
We need more guards.
私たち自身で衛兵を雇って独立を保てないかしら。この戦争ではどちらにもついていない。この件を話し合いましょう。よく考えてみたけれどまだ決められない。帝国の支援を受けることの利点と欠点は何かしら。ストームクロークの支援を受けることのあ、どっちかにつくとかできるんや。ちょっとこれ聞いてみようか。
Well, if you're looking at the big picture, a united empire is the only real hope of ever defeating the Thalmor once and for all. Skyrim under Stormcloak rule would most likely weaken the empire in the end, and Ulfric would not be able to defeat the Thalmor. Yes, Skyrim would have its independence, but at what cost to the rest of Tamriel? The Thalmor is not as weak as you may believe. Ask why the Empire has allowed them into Skyrim to hunt down the Talos worshippers. The only possible reason is to preserve this tenuous peace treaty. Believe me, we have no love for Titus Mede II, but we love our country. Sometimes, hard decisions must be made for the greater good. Titus left many of our brothers to die at the hands of the Aldmeri during the Great War. For that, he'll have to answer to the gods. Valerius and I care about Tamriel, not necessarily the Empire. But, if we are ever to return to the peaceful country we once had, well, I believe a strong and united empire is the only way.
気持ち的には帝国には属したくないって感じなんや。ストームクロークの支援を受けることの利点と欠点は？
The obvious advantage is that they hate the Thalmor as much as we do. They'll probably even help our little insurgency if we ask. They surely would provide us with sanctuary if we were discovered. There's no doubt that our cause would be safe. However, we're not convinced the Stormcloaks can win this war. And if they lose the war, this fort may just fall back into Imperial hands. But siding with the Stormcloaks will open the door to new recruits who want to worship Talos in any manner they see fit. And any free society should be able to do so, without fear of imprisonment or death. So I understand their cause, and it's a noble one. While I hate to turn my back on the Empire I served for so many years, they turned their back on me many years ago.
これかな、私たち自身で独立するのかな。
Yes. In fact, we prefer to remain unaffected by any outside entanglements or alliances. Not that we necessarily have anything against either side in the
も
civil
う
war.
帝国もストームクロークも全部ぶっ
But
潰
we
し
just
て
think it would be
ヘルゲン王
best to
国にしよ
remain
う
an
ぜ。
independent settlement. No one to answer to, no one snooping into our business, and most of all, no damn politicians to pull our strings. And it seems the Jarl of Falkreath is occupied in his own matters, so it's unlikely we'll have any worries from him. Besides, he's abandoned this place anyway. So the way we see it, it's ours to do with as we please. So yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Are you absolutely certain this is what you want?
いやもうこれは一択独立でしょう。決めたはヘルゲンは独立を保ちましょう。
I hoped that's what you would say. In fact, I already had Patsy post some notices for the inns here in Skyrim.
他のルートもあるんかな。
So far, he's made it to Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. But he says he doesn't care for carriages anymore, though. Check around in those inns to see if our notices have produced any potential recruits. If you can find, let's say around 5 or 6 recruits. With the proper training from Korst, that should get us started. Have the recruits to gather in the courtyard, and when you're finished, report to Korst for further instructions. Good luck, and be safe.
次はリクルートか。ドラゴンボーン P になるわけやな。